anything if you listen to it.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of it. It's open to personal interpretation. It's not about a specific subject. And people can draw their own conclusions with it and read into it what they want.
I gather you get a lot of mail from people that think they've discovered the meaning.
Oh yeah, you know, they think that it's all written about them as an individual, or you know, you'd obviously get a lot of people thinking a lot of it's about Syd Barrett. But that's the beauty of the album. You can look into it whichever way you want.
In your book, you've spoken to lots of people that saw the band live. What sort of things did people say about their early shows?
Well, I think because they came from very humble beginnings and they were playing things like church halls and they were playing universities and small clubs, you've got a kind of very captive audience, very attentive audience, whereas I think there's a definite change in the atmosphere at gigs after Dark Side of the Moon was released, and from there you've got them playing much larger venues, a much wider audience, and a lot of people there that are just for the sheer spectacle of it, and they're going out for a laugh. They're not going there to see Pink Floyd perform, you know, some very strange music or whatever. They're going there to have a party, and I think the kind of thing you tend to experience when you move up to stadium shows is a far less attentive crowd.
Now let's also hear from renowned British DJ and promoter JJ Fowler, who enthusiastically recalls the first time he heard Pink Floyd and what he felt about Dark Side of the Moon.
Their influence on modern music has been absolutely astounding. My first recollection of Pink Floyd was way back in the 70s, in the drug-oriented era that was the 70s, and I was in the early 70s in England. There was a big movement called the glam rock movement, which featured things like David Bowie and the Sweet and lots of other acts that really didn't break America, but here were top 10 #1. And one of those acts was an act called T-Rex, and their lead singer was a man called Mark Bolan. And he'd done a movie,